there's this big thing in the accountancy world, you'll see it all the time now, between compliance and advisory.
Yes.
So although you'll find there's a million different definitions, Adam, Roy, give me your definition of the difference between compliance and advisory.
Yep. So compliance to me is the bread and butter standard work that you'd expect an accountant to do. You know, go to them with a wad of receipts. Here's my bank statements. Tell me how much tax I've got to pay.
Because compliance is to be compliant.
Yeah.
Which basically means doing the stuff HMRC makes you do.
Yeah.
Anything that we have to do in order to, in the extreme case, keep out of prison is compliance to me.
Yeah, brilliant. No, it's ticking that box and it's getting things to meet the deadline that need to be done.
And you'll always find a client who actually sees no value, doesn't value their accountant at all, and just wants to keep out of prison. There will always be people like that. Yeah. In fact, there's a statistic out there that 60% of businesses, limited companies, do not use an accountant in the UK. So actually, our pool that we can work with is only 40% anyway. Yeah. And a lot of those will just say, do you know what? I'm quite happy running my business. Just make sure I'm not going to prison.
Yeah, yeah. Which is great for some people, but for other people that actually care about their business to a point where they want it to work for them and change their lives effectively. Advisory is there to get more engaged, to show more understanding with the business that you're running. And advisory to me is
help and support.
Thank you.
Help and support. We've said it in a different way before, which is being someone's co-pilot. You said it earlier on. It is so lonely at the top. You've got your 10 hats on. You're having to make different decisions on a constant basis. Yeah. I mean, there's very famous people out there. Barack Obama, Steve Jobs, who will only so Barack Obama only wears a blue suit, white shirt, and a red tie. I think it is. Steve Jobs just wore a black top and blue jeans, because it was one less decision they had to make every morning. Brilliant. Because you are being thrown constant decisions. I know I'll come into the office if I've been out on other things, and there will be a queue at my door of people going, answer this, answer this, answer this, answer this. So, it is very difficult to do without a sounding board. I've been very lucky coming into a family business. I've always had my dad that I can go and ask and that sort of thing. Mm-hmm. But, people who have just started their business, it is a very difficult one, especially as well with potential, as we spoke about earlier, if you have got, family who are struggling to understand what's going on, being there as a sounding board is really important. Just on that note, I always find it, and I don't know about you, I always find it very useful if I'm having a meeting with someone to tell them to bring their partner along. Yeah. Because actually, if you can get their partner to empathise with it, sympathise with it, understand it, God, life's more simple.
It brings it all together, and it is that help and support. It's taking it a step further and breaking down the barrier effectively, where we're doing the compliance, we're ticking the boxes, and we're running a structured business. That's great. But advisory is taking it further, incorporating it into your life, and growing with it as the business develops. We want to be seen as partners to the business rather than just your accountant.
Yeah, absolutely.